A question I'm often asked is, what are my options for sobriety? Option 1, do it by yourself. This is doomed to failure. Over the last 30 years, I have seen countless thousands of alcoholics try to do it by themselves. They think they can use mental toughness and willpower. It won't work, and it's destined to failure. There may be someone somewhere in the world who has been able to get sober by themselves, but I have not met that rare beast yet, and I'm highly likely not to meet them. And when you think about it, the reason when we look back and we have to come to the conclusion it won't work is we've promised ourselves we won't drink today, we've promised ourselves we won't drink till 12 o'clock, we've promised ourselves we'll only have 3 drinks and then go home for dinner. The trouble is we didn't say which night. We've promised ourselves so many times and broken those promises. The only conclusion an alcoholic can come to, in reality, is it is almost impossible to do it by yourself. Option 2 is change religions. In our quest not to be seen as an alcoholic, the early recovering alcoholic tries everything to avoid having to go to the 12-step meetings or whoever, whatever model they choose. And one of the things that you often hear is they change religions. So they go from Christianity to Judaism. They go from Buddhism to Islam. They try every different religion in the hope that that may help them. Option 3 is looking for that Indian guru. So you often hear that they went to the bottom of the Himalayas chanting mantras. They were looking for that person who was going to guide them to the promised land. Again, almost certainly destined to fail. Option 4 is psychologists. Psychologists are really helpful for mental disorders and getting you going again if you've got depression. However, when it comes to alcoholism, psychologists struggle. Not all of them. There are a number of psychologists who are alcoholics in recovery who can really help you. And they can guide you, and visiting them can be well worthwhile. But as a long-term solution to sobriety, seeing psychologists over a period of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years to get you sober is not realistic. The cost is phenomenal. And not only that, it's the access. The 12-step model gives you 24/7, 365 days a year access all over the world. Try ringing your psychologist at 11 o'clock at night, because what you're going to hear is our office hours are from 8:30 till 5. Please leave your name and phone number and we will contact you tomorrow. If you're at home climbing up the wall wanting a drink, you need to talk to someone there and then. The 12-step model gives you this opportunity. Option 5 are the recovery gurus. These are people who've got sober and have found a new way. These people can be helpful, but I urge you to be really careful, because once you attach to a single person or a small group, access to that personal group is limited. The beauty of the 12-step model is, as I said earlier in this video, you have 24/7, 365 days a year access anywhere in the world to help and assistance. That's why it's such a popular method of recovery and a popular model of recovery. Option 6 is the harm minimisation group. This is a model that's come into prominence over the last 20, 25 years. For the social drinker, for the abuser of alcohol, harm minimisation is a very feasible and plausible method of going about reducing your alcohol intake to safe levels. For the alcoholic, harm minimisation is the most dangerous path to follow. The alcoholic and harm minimisation does not mix. Yes, on the road to abstinence, harm minimisation can work short term. getting you to cut back so as you don't detox too quickly and go into fits and convulsions. But as a long-term recovery model, for the alcoholic, harm minimisation is a place you don't want to be. Option 7 are the self-help gurus, the Bob Proctors, the Tony Robbins, the Zig Ziglars of this world. They have a treasure chest full of really valuable information to improve your life. What they don't have is the tools that you need to get and stay sober. So yes, they can help you with your recovery, but your sobriety and keeping sober, they can't help you. Option 8 is the 12-step model of recovery. It's been in existence for over 70 years, having originated in Akron, Ohio in 1935. Millions of people all over the world have got sober and stayed sober using the 12-step model. Right now, as you are watching this video, over 2 million people around the world are using the 12-step model for recovery. And remember, sobriety may not open the gates of heaven, but it'll certainly close the gates of hell.